Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, July the 4th. I'm Clay Emo at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, and I'm a founding member of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And to all of my American subscribers and viewers, all three of you, happy Independence Day. I just got back from Rogers Arena. I stopped by to check out day 3 of the 3-day Canucks Development Camp. 3 days of open practices leading up to the big scrimmage, what they call the Summer Showdown tomorrow. And I'll be going to that and talking about that probably tomorrow or Friday. But for today, by the time I got there, I was just catching the tail end of the forwards practice. Then they cleaned the ice and they brought out all forwards and defensemen. Goalies too, of course. Goalies were there all day. You need someone to shoot on. And then we saw all 40 players basically for the forwards and defensemen. Then they sweep the ice one more time. And then we finally wound up with the defenseman for the third of the three practice sessions, so to speak. And a couple observations. Well, actually, I want to do a shout out to a couple of guys I met, 2 people that recognize me from YouTube, and I'm not just giving them a shout out because they recognize me from YouTube, but it's kind of cool. It makes me feel kind of good. Not that my ego needs any more help or whatever. But the first person I met was a 15-year-old boy, grade 11 student named Logan. I love this guy. He knows a lot about the Canucks, and he told me that actually his career goal is to become an NHL GM one day. So basically, for the whole hour we sat together, he was grilling me, not just grilling me, but asking me good questions about what I thought about the signings and the future of the team, who's going to play with who, and so on and so forth. So I thought it really great meeting this guy named Logan, this bright young man. Certainly got a bright future ahead of him no matter what he goes into. So Logan, if you're watching this, shout out to you. I love meeting you. Love chatting with you. You're a bright young man. You know a lot about the Canucks and about other stuff. So I wish you success. I know you're going to do very well. Also met a guy named Matt. He's the guy who actually did that cool Quinn Hughes to Looney Tunes music video, with the sound effects and such. So I had a great chat with him. Also very knowledgeable, very passionate Canucks fan. So it's cool. I sat with these 2 guys, and of course I went with one of my good friends who I won't divulge her name because I don't want her bosses to see this and her to get in trouble. But it was you know who you are, and it was nice sitting with you as well. Okay, what did I notice about from the scrimmage? Well, I was there really to see Quinn Hughes, and I'll talk about him in a second. In fact, I'm going to talk about him for most of this video. But I was impressed by Cole Lind, actually. He's had a really good presence out there. He's got good size, good speed, nice hands, and I can tell that I can see why the Canucks fans should be high on him, why Canucks management is high on him. And I look for him to make the roster within the next 2 years and actually make an impact. He was very good today. I love Michael DiPietro, the goalies. I loved his compete level in every drill, whether he was getting peppered 2-on-0 or point shots or deflections or the mini game between the 2 blue lines. DiPietro is a competitor. I love his compete level. You can hear him from where I was sitting up in the stands. You could hear him yelling and screaming, yelling at guys, getting mad when forwards were putting the puck in when the drill was done or dead. So I just loved it, and I think he's with a combination of him and Demko in 4 or 5 years as our 1-2 goaltending punch, that gets me excited. Jet Wu was good. He didn't do anything spectacular, but he was solid out there. Good skater, good size, obviously, decent shot. But he didn't look out of place, certainly in this development camp. I noticed him. I noticed Palmu. I noticed Tyler Madden, actually. Tyler Madden, good hands, a lot of speed out there. So I did notice Madden. And, of course, I wanted to see Gadjevich as well. So there are a lot of guys that I was interested in seeing. But the one guy that I was really impressed with, and I tweeted about this a few times, I think I did 2 or 3 different tweets about him, was about defenseman Quinn Hughes, our 7th overall pick in the draft just 2 weeks ago. I don't know where he's going to wind up. I don't know if he's going to start with the big club. I don't know if he's going to start with Utica. I don't know if he's going to go back to Michigan. I know he keeps talking about him and his family and the Canucks. They got to talk, and they got to come up with the best plan for him. But selfishly, I would love to see him on the Canucks main roster in October. I was so impressed, and I know maybe he wasn't even trying his hardest. And I even put a tweet out I basically put 2 videos of Quinn Hughes out and called them Hughes Cam and Hughes Cam 2, basically. And the second video I did just about an hour ago, and it's got over 1,000 views on Twitter already. And it was a simple 15-second drill where he was following the skills coach, and he was skating up the puck, doing one turn, and then skating up again, then going back and doing a second turn. One, I think, was a forehand turn, one was a backhand turn, and then shooting through the neutral zone, skating through the neutral zone. I don't know if I can link to the video on here on my YouTube, but if you find it, if you go to my Canuck Clay Twitter account, you can see this video. It's the one that's called Hughes Cam 2. And I basically said he's barely even trying, but you can see the skill in the edge work, in his skating, in his hands, and just the way he explodes out of, especially the second turn in particular, and it was a backhand turn. It was amazing, and if that was just a little taste, a little microcosm of what we can expect from Quinn Hughes when he makes the lineup, whenever it may be, whether it's this year or 2 years down the road. Oh, it's so exciting. I don't know if we've had a skater that can skate like this. Certainly we haven't had a defenseman that can skate like this. And I can't wait to see what he does. I can't wait to see what he does in the scrimmage tomorrow. So go to my Canuck Clay Twitter account. Check out the 2 videos I posted about Quinn Hughes. Look at the second one in particular, and you'll see why I'm so excited. You'll see why media, why the team, why fans are so excited about Quinn Hughes. Is he going to make the team? Well, we already know that there's going to be 8 defensemen ahead of him. I shouldn't say ahead of him, but with more experience. We have Tanev, Edler, Goodbranson, Hutton, Delzato, Stetcher, Pouliot, and Alex Biega. That's 8. Then, of course, Hughes is 9, Ulevi's 10. So it'll be very fascinating to see what Hughes and Ulevi will do, what the Canucks want to do with them. But we have all summer to talk about that. Today I just want to talk about Quinn Hughes, how excited I was to see him, how grateful I am that I got to see him today, and I'll get to see him tomorrow, and how grateful I am that he dropped to number 7. You know, I had a good chat with Logan and with my friend who will not be named, and with Matt about, you know, Zadina versus Hughes. And of course with Detroit taking Zadina, there wasn't a choice for us, but I don't think things could have worked out any better for us, the fact that Quinn Hughes dropped to us in 7. I saw him for the first time today in person, was very impressed. Can't wait to see what he does tomorrow. You can tell I'm excited. I'm usually very positive, as you know. Of course, I'm a founding member of the GLCPC, but Quinn Hughes gives me yet another reason to be excited about the future of this club. Canucks fans, leave a comment below whether you've seen highlights or you've seen him in person over one of the last 3 days, or just your impressions of him in the media and his interviews, whatever it may be. What do you think of Quinn Hughes? Do you think he should, more importantly, where do you think he should play this year? Do you think the best for his development is with the Vancouver Canucks, with the Utica Comets, or back playing in college in Michigan? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read and react to it. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, I invite you to do so. Give this video a like if you like what I'm doing. Again, a shout out to Logan, to Matt, and to my unnamed friend. Thanks for joining me today at the Canucks Development Camp, the open practice. Can't wait for tomorrow's summer showdown. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.